Happy day! This is Asa Nilsson, Global Transformation Coach in Västerås, Sweden. Today I wanted to share with you some thoughts about some reasons why I love Sweden. So I relocated to Sweden in 2011 from America, and when I was 5, I moved to America from Sweden. So I returned as an adult, for those of you that don't know. And now that I've been living here for, gosh, I cannot believe it's already been this many years. Since 2011, 2019, that would make it 8 years. There are some things that I really love and I want to share them with you. So if you don't live in Sweden, this is maybe something that you're not that familiar with, but two of my favorite things: the recycling process and the water. You can drink water from the sink into your glass. There's no filtration system. You don't have to have purifiers. You don't have to have a Brita system. You don't have to have all these different things in order to be able to drink the water. It actually is already, you're able to drink it from the tap. And it tastes delicious. It is the best water I've ever had in my entire life. And it just comes right from the source, right? I love it. So next thing is recycling. So I lived in New York, North Carolina, and Ohio when I lived in America. And recycling, we had those big tubs that you had in your garage where you could throw away recyclables like plastic and glass. Or you had a big tub that you could basically throw everything else into, which I have no idea how that was actually taken care of, but it certainly wasn't a focus of mine. But, you know, I did what I could. I threw this stuff in the tubs. And when I moved to Sweden, the first time Thomas, my husband now, ever took me to a recycling center, it was like I was coming home. This place, and I'm going to be showing it to you today. We're going to have a little different thing today. We're going to be going on an outing. We are going to be having a little time out together. We're going to be having a video. I'm going to show you what it actually looks like. But the first time I ever went there, I was blown away by the majesty, the gorgeousness of the recycling station. That might sound stupid to you, but it doesn't sound stupid to me, because you drive your car up and you can get out and you have your entire rear of your car filled with all this stuff that you want to recycle. So there's place for like cardboard, there's plastic, there's metals. You can bring a bed, like a mattress. You could bring like the whole headboard, footboard, throw that into a different tub. You can have like old washers, dryers, ovens. You can throw that into another area. Your electronics, your old light bulbs, any kind of old paints, turpentine. I mean, there's a place for everything. It doesn't go in the garbage here. It doesn't get thrown into your garbage that goes out to be burned and like, or just like to be thrown into a landfill. It actually gets recycled here, which I love that. I love the whole thought of that, because I don't love a lot of waste. I don't love to waste things. I don't love to waste clothing. I don't love to waste food. I don't love to waste money. And so this fits perfectly with my lifestyle, right? So, for example, Sweden is aiming for this thing called zero waste society, where literally there is no waste. Like, we actually use the products from cradle back to cradle again. So like an actual recycling of all the way around, so it doesn't actually ever get thrown away or have to go into landfills. And so what happens currently is, if you, for example, food, right? I have a bin in my house. I have 3 bins. I have one that captures plastic. I have one where I throw my regular waste, just like stuff that doesn't go into plastic or stuff that doesn't go into metal or cardboard. And then I have another bag that's for food. And that food bag goes into a different tub, and that gets recycled into fuel that the buses in my town uses to transport people all over the place. And I even have a car, it's called a bi-fuel car, where I have a gas tank where it takes regular gas, 95, and then I also have a tank where it takes this fuel, this food, biogas, this fuel. So I have 2 gas tanks in my car. So one helps with the environment, right? Because the whole idea with Swedish people are that they're trying to do a better job for the environment and actually taking a look at each person's imprint. And each person in Sweden recycles 2 tons of waste per year. Each person, 2 tons every individual. To me, that's amazing. Recycled per person per year. So if we could all do something different, right? If we could all look at maybe doing our part. And here in Sweden, I live in an area where it's not in an apartment building. And so even the trash that we have here, the trash gets burned in these gigantic, they're called like incinerators. And these incinerators heat the homes if you have that type of heat, which we happen to have that type of heat here in our house. So Sweden is so efficient with garbage that we actually have to buy garbage from other countries in order to burn for heat for houses and apartments and whatnot. That's pretty cool, right? I think that's pretty interesting. And then also the whole point of maybe doing something more for the circular economy, right? What else can we do as a society? We can eat less meat. Meat has a huge impact on the environment. And taking care of the animals and watering the animals, having enough space for the animals and the gases that come from the animals. Flying less, that's an important thing, is not using airplanes so often. And then also not throwing away stuff. I mean, how can we do a better job? And so this all kind of wraps together with my decluttering of your body, mind, soul, and home programs that I sell, right? This is what I stand for as a coach, is how can we declutter our lives? And like I just did this whole decluttering with the KonMari method in my own home, and what did I want to keep in my future, keep in my life, and what do I want to give away to somebody else so that they can have it and that they can use it and hopefully love it. This whole thing with giving back, giving to each other, helping each other, lifting each other, like this upward spiral, right? I mean, if we have less of an impact on the carbon footprint, if we all actually take a notice of how we live our lives, we really can make a difference. I mean, I eat meat. I'm not saying I'm a vegetarian or a vegan or anything like that, but we eat less meat because, especially, I mean, we don't buy meat, for example, living in Sweden, we don't buy meat that comes from Brazil. I mean, think about the impact just on that, just transporting that meat here. Yes, Swedish meat is more expensive, but the animals are very well tended to here. There's so many animal rights laws here, how the animals are brought to butcher and how they're brought to the actual place to get slaughtered, which I hate. I don't even want to get into that conversation, but it's still, there's so many people that have worked so hard to really take a look at society, and animals are a part of our society. They're part of our lives and they're part of our sustenance, and how can we treat them with as much dignity and respect that they deserve as well. And I love those things about Sweden. I love that they stand for something, and taking care of the animals is something that's very important to me. Right, Elvis? As he's over there snoring. Yes, so think about this. Now I'm going to take you to the recycling center next, and I have no idea how I'm going to be able to figure out put these two videos together, but I'm going to try because my friend from my Facebook group taught me how to do it on iMovie, like via a link, but I'll see. So stay with me here, and I'm going to show you what Sweden looks like, the recycling center looks like in my town, and you're going to fall in love too, and you're going to want to move here. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Part 2 of 2. Here we go. I'm entering the recycling station. Are you seeing this? Can you believe how gorgeous? All right, so I'm gonna drive you up here. See that person with that orange outfit? They work here. Keep it clean and tidy. Now, I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna stop my car right here. Hold on. Just you wait 1 second here, because it's so gorgeous. Okay. So, this is the recycling station. So you see how you can throw, these are for cardboard, plastic, and you can throw away things that have like rubber on the back of them. And here you can put concrete, ice insulation, metal, grass, things from your yard. Here's tree, like wood. And then cable down there. And then you can also have like the refrigerators you see over there, the old ovens, stovetops. You can put tires, electronics here, you see. Down there is where the light bulbs and old batteries are. Oh my God, I mean, Do you see why I love it here? Down there is newspapers and glass, so like glass bottles, colored glass, not colored glass. I love it here. So now I'm gonna empty out my trunk. I filled it up to the top, to the rim. I'll show you. See, all my stuff. So, wish me luck, and listen, consider doing something for yourself and for the environment. This impacts the entire world. And if you have any questions, reach out to me if you want to know what happens in Sweden. All right, take care, have a great day. Bye-bye.